Skip pass far side, Nowak back up top, Shockey ready, three in the hole. Trap from midcourt has produced the steal. O'Brien up ahead to Kittel, who throws it down. Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. Titans by 6, Pinkerton trying to hurry. Three-pointer up and in! 15 is within 8. Politi for 3. Yes, sir. Up, no good, side iron. Offensive rebound, Rosatana. Back up and in off the glass! Now a steal by Infante. Infante to the cup. That's Pinkerton right there. Force one here. Up the chin. Who throws it down? McGeady drives, Strand open. Three-pointer up and in. Wow. And sophomore's got Dover within 5. Sawdon's 3 is going to beat the buzzer. Up looks for a screen. Trying to find Bono. It's up! Pike with the steal! Pike is going to run out the clock! Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Bedford. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week, presented by Beals Insurance. This may be the game of the year, at least by regular season standards. Pinkerton, the last undefeated team in Division 1, 14-0. Bedford, not far behind at 13-1. The Bulldogs have won 9 in a row, most recently a crosstown blowout over Merrimack, 67-31. The Astros, meanwhile, arrive on the heels of a 30-point win themselves, 84-53 over Winnicott. Anybody's guess at this point. There's height, there's length, there's pure scorers all over the floor. This may come down to the final possession, and well, we've got a packed house here to cheer these two teams on tonight.
I hope it does come down to the final possession and we don't see any kind of runaway situation. just looking at the records, Pinkerton has had one game that's been close, a 48-40 win over Keene, which is, by the way, rather surprising. Bedford's been great every time we've seen them, and they've only gotten better. We talked about the press and all those things that kind of struggled early against Trinity but have gotten better. And then you have Nick Soden, who's the leading scorer in the state, going up against the biggest player, I think, right now in the state and the most dominant player as far as Division I, II, III, or IV basketball goes, I think, as well.
That would be Jackson Marshall,
Absolutely,
of course.
that's it.
Listed at 6'8", the junior center. Has had a field day, no matter the opponent. Of course, he was a big piece, along with the Chin brothers, Anthony and Tyrone, and that team that made a Final Four push last year. Both Chin brothers are back. They're both seniors, and they are both enjoying a spectacular final year at the academy. You round it out with a front line of Captain Sean Jenkins, who's listed at 6'5". They bring in another 6'5" forward in Quinn Hammer off the bench. And they've got a sophomore guard who also is part of that reserve unit, Parker Bienvu Cernuda, who has done a very good job on both ends of the floor for head coach Dave Chase. And you mentioned it, Luke Soden has spearheaded this Bedford attack that has flirted with 90 points really every other game so far this season. The offense has been explosive. Of course, Aiden O'Connell is the senior who transferred from Goffstown and has fit right in with his new teammates. His cousin Brady O'Connell, the sophomore, has been prolific as well. So Frank Moreno probably has his best team that he's had here at Bedford in his short stint as head coach, and they have a chance to make a deep push, as we know, coming off a quarterfinal run a year ago.
Yeah, I agree, and we've seen the scoring opportunities they've had. We've seen consistency from all three of those players you talked about, and the athleticism. So the athleticism tonight versus the size of Pinkerton is going to be a really great matchup. I think you'll see, the older O'Connell, I like to call him, the older O'Connell cousin. We saw he had some bounce last time, got a couple dunks in the game that were very impressive. Younger O'Connell, good ball handler. Good shooter, and then again we talked about Soden being a scorer, but they're bringing guys off the bench that are super athletic as well that can keep up with anybody. So right now I'm thinking really close game, and Bedford I think has a chance to show everybody that okay, all right, we're here. We had one loss, but guess what? That was a long time ago, right?
The winner is going to emerge as the team to beat over the final 2+ weeks of this regular season, and they may meet up again at some point in the postseason. When we come back, starting lineups, national anthem, and then tip-off here at a packed Bedford High School. The Doghouse is vibing right now as we close in on game time at the top of the hour. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It's presented by Beals Insurance. Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And do you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com.
How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
Starting lineups being announced here in Bedford as we close in on the opening tip between Pinkerton and Bedford. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Pinkerton undefeated, the lone unbeaten in Division 1. Hoping to improve to 15-0 with a win on the road here tonight. Bedford, meanwhile, red hot, winners of 9 straight. 13-1, right behind the Astros in the Division I standing. Starting lineups for Pinkerton. Head coach, of course, is Dave Chase, and it's one of the bigger starting fives in the state. Tri-captains Anthony and Tyrone Chin, along with Sean Jenkins in the backcourt, Ethan Johnston, and Jackson Marshall up front. For Bedford, sophomore Brady O'Connell will do a lot of the ball handling tonight. He's got the one high sock halfway up the right leg. He's joined in the backcourt by Caden Brown, 6'5" senior, one of their better on-the-ball defenders. Luke Soden, as we highlighted before the break, is the junior guard, flirting with 30 per game this season.
Yeah, very
is
close.
One of the more dynamic players statewide. Of course, Sean Toscano, a veteran steady hand and a good shooter at the two-guard spot. He's a senior, and Aiden O'Connell, as we mentioned, the transfer from Goffstown, rounds out the starting five. We go downstairs for the national anthem here at Bedford High. Well, there it is, the live rendition of the national anthem by the Bedford High Marching Band, bringing the instruments into the gym to set the tone here in Bedford. The Bulldogs and the Astros. This one has been circled by those in the know for a long time. The two best teams record-wise in Division I. Gloves are off here at the top of the hour. It's a Friday night. We welcome you inside the Dog Pound. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. The Astros looking to stay undefeated. Head coach Dave Chase somewhere in that sea of red, getting his guys ready to go. Frank Moreno, we know he'll be up and down that home sideline frequently tonight as well. 3 men blowing the whistles.
Oh, that's a bit of a shake-up.
3-man crew. Kyle Averill, Jeff Bernard, and Ken Hamill.
Playoff
3 of the best
prep
in the business.
Yeah, that's playoff prep right there, getting ready for playoffs, right? You got to have 3 refs in the playoffs. Let's do it.
All right, we got Chin against O'Connell. This one slapped into the bench. And will belong here to Pinkerton to begin.
Got the Bedford coaching staff in the all black, a la who? Who's the all-time? Johnny Cash. So you mean business when you're dressed all in black, as far as I'm concerned.
Coach Moreno looks like he means business. So does Jackson Marshall. 3-pointer, though, is too strong. Turned over, however. A miscommunication on the outlet after the rebound was pulled in by Brady O'Connell.
Might have been a
Game's
little nerves.
first turnover goes to Pinkerton.
I see a little nerves in this one, maybe. We might see a little bit of, I don't know, there's a little bit of excitement maybe taking over.
It's a packed gym from sideline to sideline here. Of course, on the opposite baseline are the Bedford fans.
Good anticipation. Almost steal. We would have had a nice, maybe a dunk on that one.
It's Caden Brown jumping the passing lane. He's one of Bedford's better defensive players. Chin in the lane, swarmed. Triple teamed, and we got a whistle. It's going to be a reach-in foul against Sean Toscano, and it's the first called either way.
Now, they did such a good job on that, and they bail him out with a foul, so you don't want to do that. Keep your hands up, make him turn the ball over, right? Did he reach, stick his hand in there in the cookie jar, and got caught?
The Astros have brought their own fans here from Derry, and it should be a lively back and forth between these two student sections. Meanwhile, this one rolls off the rim, and then it's an over-the-back foul against Ethan Johnston, the 6'5" small forward. They called for Pinkerton's first foul, so one each way here.
They went for the out-of-bound play lob dunk for number 3 there, Anthony Chin, and he still managed to catch that and almost put it in, but it was well defended, very well defended.
Chin listed at 6'4". Got those long arms to go with the height. Here he is on defense. Bedford, their first possession with 1 minute gone by in the game.
Very aggressive man-to-man. Right now they're trying to deny the passes. Got their hand in the lane, denying the ball. Got their
Three-pointer on the way. It's Brady O'Connell. A good look, but can't find the touch. Rebound goes to Chin. Astros go the other way, looking to break the ice here on their second trip. Bedford opening up at a man-to-man. We may see them switch between man and zone throughout the game. Skip pass. Jenkins is open. Goes inside to Marshall. Catch and finish.
That's where the size comes in. They're going to have trouble right now. They got Sean Toscano, who's got strength. He doesn't have the size. It's going to pose a bit of a problem inside tonight.
Pass was on target. Marshall the first 2 either way. Here's Brown at the rim. No. Rebound for O'Connell is going to earn him a trip to the line.
Wow.
Aiden O'Connell able to crash the weak side glass and get it up in a hurry. Draws the shooting foul and will shoot the first of 2 here.
Marshall came over for help on the baseline drive. Looked like he fouled. Look, he jumped up there and looked like he got him. Didn't swing down, but when a guy's coming in, you can't jump up with him. You have to stay on the ground. So they kind of got lucky. They got really lucky they could call for a foul, I think. On
Instead, it goes against Jenkins, and that's his second already.
I'm going to have to sub. Will Coach Chase sub immediately with 2 fouls that early?
That's the question. O'Connell, meanwhile, goes 2 for 2.
We're not even 2 minutes in. You got to get him out.
A little bit of a press here. No problem for Pinkerton. On the attack goes Jenkins, but can't hit the layup. O'Connell looking to power out. Finds his cousin on the baseline. Soden's first touch is in the post. Up top to Toscano, who slips free and gets the layup.
He snuck that in there, right underneath the hand of the big fella.
Good patience there for Bedford. They take a 4-2 lead with just over 2 minutes gone by. And here's that 2-2-1 press.
Gotten better. It's gotten better.
Marshall going to pull up, but can't hit the mid-range J. Toscano the rebound. Bedford looking to run. Soden to the rim is stripped, and it'll stay with Bedford.
Yeah, if you take a look at that in the replay in the booth, got to go to the home office for the replay. Got went right off the kneecaps, I think. Did they change the call? They did change the call. Let's take a look. Replay. Yep, right off of Soden's foot.
Good play by Chin.
Good job by the officials, though, to get together and discuss that. There was some uproar from the Pinkerton side, so that's a good play.
Jackson Marshall deep in the lane, going to score easy again.
Not going to stop that. It's too big.
2 for 2 from the floor for the big fella. 4-4 the score. And a block on the other end by Jenkins.
Pump fake, pump fake, pump fake.
Pinkerton looking to push. Parker Bienvenu Cernuda. Excuse me, the 5'7" sophomore is onto the floor.
Just go with Parker tonight, and that's going to be tough.
Yeah, he's getting some time here early with the 2 fouls from Johnston. Meanwhile, Marshall, the rebound, trying to keep it alive on the baseline. Brown is there for Bedford. Up ahead to Soden. Deep three up and in.
Wow. That's a confident shot. Very confident. Didn't have any rebounders yet. Very confident.
Able to pull the trigger and connect.
Oh, that's a beautiful press break. Beautiful,
and he gets a big step and finish.
See that, right? We talked about that before. When the ball goes to the middle, right? Wide open, all of a sudden you're 3-on-1.
O'Connell, the fade. Won't go. Marshall, his third rebound. Astros going to slow it down. They trail by a point as we near the midway point of this first quarter. Bedford going to stay in the man-to-man. Jenkins with room. Attacking. Banker will go.
There's that size again. He's 6'5", so you can take advantage of their height. They're really doing a good job with that.
Toscano is wide open. Three-pointer won't go, but Brown is there on the weak side for the offensive rebound. And then a turnover in the corner.
Under control, right? Bedford just settle down a little bit on these kind of loose ball plays. Just settle down. They'll be all right. The press is good. Right now, you just got to stop the middle. They got the big fella in the middle, so that's tough. Got to stay in front.
Pinkerton goes up the sideline into the front court. And now we'll run their set here. They lead by a point. Marshall, a quick fire.
Wow, off the block. Likes to step outside and show that he can shoot.
Shows you the range. He's got 6 here early and a steal. Up ahead. Tyrone Chin power finish. And a timeout here from Bedford.
We have 7-0 run maybe on that one. 7-0 run by Pinkerton. And you know what? They're layups. Layup and a little fadeaway 10-footer. But, man, wow, this is going to be a really good game.
Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance gets you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising, the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait. It's backed by their lifetime warranty. 6 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the seacoast. Visit NHiPhoneRepair.com. By the New Hampshire Tomahawk. Showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. And finally by Spectrum Monthly. Powerful local advertising solutions. Find out more at SpectrumMonthly.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you here in Bedford. Luke Soden out of the timeout. Misfires on the 3. The rebound belongs to Sean Jenkins of Pinkerton. And the Astros in the midst of a 7-0 run look to extend it with a shot in the lane that won't go. Brown the rebound. The power out the other way leads to Soden, who is fouled.
Oh, man, you know what? You got to take a look at that. Too bad the top official, take a look. That might have been a goaltend on that foul.
Was it on the way down?
Hit the basket. It hit the backboard first.
No, I think Marshall got it first.
Yeah, he pinned it, but
pretty good play there.
Yeah, not bad.
For his first block, a block and a steal defensively to go with 6 points on the other end. A good start for the junior Jackson Marshall. Meanwhile, a rare miss at the line here for Luke Soden. The junior knocked down a 3 a moment ago. It's his first trip to the stripe tonight. Hoping to stem the tide here and break up this 7-0 run by Pinkerton. He does and cuts the lead to 4.
Pinkerton is trying to push the ball quite a bit. I noticed on a missed basket, they're really trying to hit the sidelines and push the ball down the floor.
He'll break the press here. Coach Moreno up and down that Bedford sideline trying to coach up this defense. New player in the game for the Bulldogs. That's Dylan Lafferty, the senior. He's one of their veterans, and right now he's matched up here with Jackson Marshall. Backdoor, easy layup for Tyrone Chin.
Brother to brother.
The bounce pass leads to the layup. He's got a couple of field goals. Meanwhile, Soden, drive and kick, extra pass to Scano. Thought about it, pulls it back out. Now Lafferty will fire the 3. It's too strong. It's poked loose to midcourt, and it's knocked off the leg of Toscano. A good hustle play there by Tyrone Chin.
Good play. Really
who gets an emphatic high five from his teammate. Pinkerton will get the basketball. Good hustle both ways there. But Chin able to win the foot race and thus the possession for his team.
He's got his speed, quickness. Oh, man. Bedford might need to just think about calming down a little bit, better shots, right? Better shots. We're taking kind of, 3-point shots when you can move the ball around a little bit more. Just get some offense first, move it around. Pinkerton's running some offense. They're setting picks. They're running backdoor cuts and a little too much dribbling here and there.
There's a fadeaway, and then I think it's an over the back here.
Oh, you know what?
Yep, it's on Jackson Marshall, who doesn't like the call. It's his first.
You know what? That's one of those ones where he tried to tip one-handed over the top.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, he really didn't go over anyone's back. Over the back is not a foul. So you have to actually push a guy and make contact. He looked like he went up high and just tipped that. That didn't really...
It's going to be the fourth team foul against Pinkerton. Only one so far against Bedford. Bulldogs trail here, though. 14-8, the 6-point lead is the largest for Pinkerton. Fadeaway won't go. Chin the other way. Tyrone going to pump the brakes. Looks for his brother. And now it's the sophomore Bienvenu Cernuda. Into the middle, drive and kick. Jenkins ready to fire, and that's in the hole. Sean Jenkins, one of the tri-captains, has come to play. He's got 5 points in this first quarter.
They're playing well right now.
Lafferty for three as the answer for Bedford.
They needed that. They needed that shot right away. They needed that. There's it. It's inside. Tough to stop.
Marshall can't get the touch, though.
Yeah, he lost his footing.
Aiden O'Connell powers out the other way and draws a foul here against Pinkerton.
And if they call that on Chin, it should have been on the... He did call that on Chin.
The reach there?
Yeah, maybe. I thought it was on the other defender who kind of bumped him a little bit. I really didn't see much from Chin.
That's the first on Tyrone. That's the fifth team foul against Pinkerton. So just one left to give in this first half.
Got a little bit of a thing going on there between Soden and Tyrone Chin.
Yeah, the official just gave both a warning as they were bumping up against each other before the inbound.
Well, Tyrone's really not letting him catch the ball. He's trying to deny him the ball entirely.
He's face guarding him, yeah. Count that for the sophomore guard, Nico Bedoyan, who just checked in.
Wow.
Able to get one in the lane for his first two off the pine. And it brings Bedford back within 4 here, 17-13 as we move inside the final minute of this first quarter.
You get anything from the bench is a plus.
Marshall on the wall. Beautiful feed from Anthony Chin.
Right now, you almost have to go front and back in order for him to stop him and maybe just give up some threes or give up some outside shots if you have to.
Aiden O'Connell, eyes on the rim, wants to attack Chin. He drags the pivot foot.
Good defense. Really good defense.
Fifth turnover here in this first quarter for Bedford.
I'm impressed by the level of intensity Pinkerton has brought, though, away as a visitor today.
Came ready to play. Anthony Chin into the lane, double dribbled.
Very good. I didn't think he was going to call it. Called it late.
It's a trail official who saw it. That's the first turnover for Pinkerton.
First turnover. Wow.
Taking very good care of the basketball. They lead by 6. Coach Chase going to go to the bench here, give his star a rest at the tail end of this first quarter as Marshall checks out for the first time. We get a look at Quinn Hammer. More size off the bench as we talked about, Justin. 6'5".
Yeah, another big player coming off the bench.
So a good deep look. Connects for the second time from downtown. 7 to lead the Bulldogs. Meanwhile, Tyrone pull up in the lane. Can't find the quick answer. Rebound tipped out to Aiden O'Connell. Up the floor to Soden, trying to beat the clock. Can't get the layup. Hammer wrestles away the rebound for Pinkerton, and that will do it for this first quarter here in Bedford.
Ooh,
first round goes to Pinkerton. The Astros a 19-16 lead after one. Right back to Bedford in just a moment. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
All right, back here in Bedford. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. After one quarter, the undefeated Pinkerton Astros have a 19-16 lead here in a hostile road environment at Bedford. The Bulldogs, winners of 9 in a row, hoping to take possession of the top spot. Of course, if they win tonight, they would improve to 14-1. Pinkerton would drop to 14-1, and Bedford would own the tiebreaker. Three-pointer, Dylan Lafferty. No. Rebound, yes, on the weak side. Count it for Austin Kazajanski. Junior forward who has fought injury trouble this year, contributing in his first couple of seconds off the bench for Coach Moreno.
That last trip down, Pinkerton went to a 3-2 zone. We haven't seen that yet.
Both teams primarily in the man-to-man. We've seen the zone press from Bedford in that first quarter. Patient possession here for the Astros. They go inside. It's Anthony Chin. He rises but can't bank it. Tip, no. This one goes out of bounds and will stay with the Astros.
Yeah, he put the ball down. He needed to put the ball down. He caught it. Could have gone right up and probably scored easily. I think Bedford got away with a little whack there on the arm.
Coach Moreno, hands on his knees. Hoping for a stop here from the Bulldogs. Pinkerton's Jackson Marshall still on the sideline. He was the high scorer in that first quarter with 8 points. Inside out, Tyrone leaves his feet, has Jenkins near side. The jumper is up and in.
Nice shot. Wide open.
Sean Jenkins, 7 points in this first half. Had 5 in the first quarter. Here's a turnover. The steal by the sophomore, Bienvenu Cernuda.
He came out of nowhere to make that steal. They were trying to go with that baseline hook pass. That's a tough pass if you can't see the defense.
Astros again taking their time. Of course, as we know, no shot clock in the NHIAA. Both teams free to take their time.
Don't get me going, Nick.
Not looking to bring up a sore subject.
Don't do it, Nick. You get me going on that.
Just pointing out the obvious here. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Astros, a lengthy possession. They go inside. Skip pass. Jenkins thought about it. Was back inside. Tyrone's ready to fire, and he's got it.
I'm impressed with the Chin brothers. I've never seen them play. I am impressed with them. They play well together. They shoot well. The shot is beautiful. They're smart.
Kazajanski for 3 out of the corner. Can't get it. Lafferty, offensive rebound for Bedford. Goes up, right hand. No. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the home team.
Well, Bedford did a nice job hanging in there. They made a good run at the end of the first quarter to come back and make it a really tight quarter. 5-point lead, but now you bring the big fella back in. Let's see how that plays out. He got a nice rest because a little fatigue kicked in, I think, for him.
Yeah, he's ready to go now. We've got subs on the Bedford side as well. Lafferty back out. Brown is on.
For that shot.
So it's 4 starters plus Kazajanski for Bedford. Aiden O'Connell slips around his man but can't get the finger roll. Jackson Marshall, his 4th rebound. Pinkerton will slow it down. Coach Chase, the top of the bench, calling out the play. Wide open, Tyrone Chin, high arcing 3, won't go. Tip back out, Kazajanski ready to run. Bullet pass for Brown, who's got the finish.
Nice pass. Good hands, too. Nice pass, good hands.
Bedford within 3 here at 23-20. 3 minutes gone by, second quarter. Chin is banged. And we'll head to the free throw line. Hard foul at the rim will send the senior to the stripe.
You know what? Great foul. Great foul. Hard foul, but a great foul. He didn't try and hurt him. It was a great foul.
It's on Toscano, who prevents the layup and picks up his first. Only the second team foul of this first half against Bedford.
We're 5-2, so 5-2. So
Pinkerton picked up all 5 in the first quarter.
They did. You're right. Wow. 2 by one
Johnston.
Yes, and he hasn't been back in the game yet, has he?
No. Anthony Chin, meanwhile, misses the free throw.
I wonder if I would bring him back in. Why not give him a chance here, see if he can play a little bit without fouling?
Chin 0 for 2. Rare occurrence there. Brown the other way. Soden, leaner, no, but a foul.
Bump from behind on the number 4, right? Do you call that on Tyrone Chin again?
Yeah, that's going to be his second. That's been the matchup to watch on that end of the floor, the Tyrone Chin versus Luke Soden matchup.
I think Tyrone Chin has a kind of, when he probably saw the great story they did yesterday, I think, on WMUR, and they know he's the leading scorer in the state. I mean, maybe he took it upon himself and said, I want to guard him and see if I can hold him, right? If you can hold him, you have a better chance to win, but Bedford has other guys that can score, too.
Soden with 8, now 9 points in this first half. Pair of threes and 3 free throws.
Yeah, he still has 9.
Right.
So
Pinkerton again going to break the press. They go to Jenkins, who's rejected from behind by Brown.
Way to get back. Great. They broke the press beautifully and just didn't see him on the back.
But Brown making plays defensively. A steal earlier and now a block to his credit as well as we get a look at that right-handed rejection.
It's a good block.
Meanwhile, Marshall in the high post. Wants it in the low. Gets it. Spins against a double team and scores off the glass.
Good footwork. Good footwork for the big fella inside.
He's only missed 1 shot. He's 5 of 6 in this first half, 10 points. Soden had it poked loose. Bedford will keep it. Kazajanski is fouled.
Really?
Big collision near the baseline as Anthony Chin hits the floor.
Oh, they called that on. Oh, they called that on Marshall. We got to see that one.
That's going to be Marshall's second.
Here it is on replay.
Fearless attack by the junior. A swipe it looked like there from Marshall.
I didn't see.
So now Tyrone Chin and Marshall with 2 each, along with fellow starter Ethan Johnston. So foul trouble.
Wow, you're right.
For Coach Chase.
That's 2-2.
Pinkerton is over the limit as well with 7. Kazajanski knocks down the free throw. 3 points off the bench for the junior. A pair of rebounds in limited minutes so far for Coach Moreno. A good boost for the home team. They're within 2. 1 more free throw coming. As we close in on the midway point here. Second quarter, the Astros have played with the lead. Well, the entire first half, with the exception of the opening couple of minutes. Meanwhile, a wet spot under the rim being attended to there as we get a look at the Bedford student section. Looks like the color of the day is white.
It is.
For the Bulldog fans. And, of course, right across from them behind the Astro bench are the Pinkerton fans dressed in red.
Oh, we might hear some fun things maybe tonight. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, they've been going back and forth so far. And again, good to see everybody back in the gym and having fun after the COVID-19 situation took its toll in terms of attendance. But we got a packed house, and it's a fun, electric atmosphere tonight. 2 of the best teams in Division I. Astros trying to stay undefeated. Bedford trying to knock them out of the top spot and improve to 14-1.
I think, you know what? These are the 2 best teams right now in Division I. Playing, at least they're playing the best, I think, right now.
A little over 2 weeks remaining in the regular season.
Look at that. Right now, Bedford.
Kazajanski almost able to come up with a steal there. Gets a big high five from Coach Moreno after knocking it out of bounds.
He stymied them on defense. Stymied them.
What are they in here? 2-3?
2-3 zone. They said that kind of surprised. I think Pinkerton wasn't really ready. They didn't adjust. They didn't adjust early on that, and now they kind of figured out where they're supposed to be, but they did not adjust early.
It's the first time we've seen this 2-3. Astros are going to take their time with the diagnosis.
All right, ball high post. You give the ball to the high post. Right now, there it is. High
There's
post.
the backdoor cut, and it's picked off by Brown.
Right idea. Great defensive play.
Up the floor, Soden leaves it for Brady O'Connell. Windmill shot, no. His cousin's there on the glass for 2 more.
Right now, you got to take advantage. Right, go at the big man. Right there, he stood both hands up. Go at the big fella. Get him 3 fouls. He's going to have to sit down for a while.
Bedford's going to wrestle away the lead here. In the midst of now a 6-0 run by the Bulldogs. Saw 7 unanswered in that first quarter from Pinkerton.
Still in the zone, right there. That's where you want to look to get open. High post,
pivot, count it, and the foul.
That is a good footwork inside, which you don't see very much anymore.
Anthony Chin able to split the double team. Absorb the contact and still bank it home with the right hand. Foul going to go against Aiden O'Connell, his first, team's 3rd. With less than 3 minutes to go until halftime. Coming up at halftime, a look back at the first half, stats, highlights, analysis, and an out-of-town scoreboard as well on a busy Friday night in the state of New Hampshire, all coming up at halftime. Meanwhile, free throw is good. Chin completes the three-point play, pushes his point total up to 5 now in this first half. And it puts the Astros, more importantly, back out in front 28-26.
He feels like he has more than 5, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's been active.
Yes.
He's played every second here so far for Coach Chase. Inside out, Aiden O'Connell for 3. Back iron miss. Rebound collected by Marshall. Tyrone Chin into the lane, nowhere to go. Pinkerton going to pull it back out. Quick shot won't go. Brown. Rebound for Bedford, his 5th. Into the corner, Soden for 3. Nope, Aiden O'Connell, another offensive rebound and put back.
I think Bedford is at their best when they're running, when they're pushing the ball down the floor. He beat Pinkerton down the floor easily, got good shots, good rebound.
And here's a steal. Brown again with the active hands, poked it loose. Soden splits 2 and gets the layup.
Oh, 3-on-2, tough shot. Timeout, Coach Chase.
Pinkerton wants to talk it over as this Bedford crowd gets to their feet.
Come alive. That was a good run right there. Bedford, couple baskets in a row, couple steals. The zone has befuddled Pinkerton a bit.
Yeah. Get a look there at the transition bucket from Soden. That's why he's one of the best scorers in the state there, that's right? Able to navigate a tight area near the rim.
Yeah, and he's got what? Now that's 11. Does he have 11 now? He has a chance at 12 right in the first half. And, you know, it's not a lazy zone that Bedford's playing. A lot of times you see teams will play a 2-3 zone. They're kind of lazy. They stay back. You know, you put your hands up. They're playing a zone. They're coming out. They're putting a little pressure on the ball handlers. They're inside. They're bumping the big fellow, which you have to do. You got to bump him off the block. If you can bump him up high off the block, you got a better chance. Maybe, you know, stopping him. If he gets too low, you're not going to be able to stop him. He's too big.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
Right.
That's one of the truest sayings in sports. Marshall has gotten his numbers here in this first half. 10 points, 5 rebounds unofficially for the junior. But right now, Bedford is on the right side of the scoreboard, 30-28, with just over 2 minutes remaining in this opening half. Pinkerton looking for a response after they call their first time out of this first half. Coach Chase has brought on Tyler Herland, 6-foot senior guard, onto the floor for the first time. He joins Marshall, Jenkins, and the Chin brothers. Bedford with the 2 O'Connells. Lafferty is back on along with Brown and Soden.
Back into a man, so switching up the defenses to, again, baffling. I think if you can find your team is smart enough to switch defenses consistently, that is just a fantastic weapon to have.
Here's Herland for 3.
Where did that come from?
Don't need to warm up, just catch and fire. His first 2 off the bench. Bedford quickly the other way, looks for an answer from Brown. No. Brady O'Connell, yes.
Good rebound. Got to box out.
That's his 4th rebound. The sophomore gets a hand on the basketball. Marshall wrestles it away but turns it over. 5th giveaway by Pinkerton, and then a foul at midcourt. That's going to be number 3 on Marshall.
You have got to sit him down right now. It is crucial that Anthony Chin just had his 3rd foul. I think that was him.
Oh, okay. They changed it? I thought it was Marshall. No, they just changed it on the board. It is Anthony Chin.
Yes, I thought he had 3 fouls.
Chin, that's his first. Tyrone has 2.
Oh, Tyrone, okay.
And now Marshall apparently is going to stay with just 2. They did flash number 32 on the board there for a moment.
I thought Chin. I thought it was Chin to begin with.
And they did get Anthony in the end. So either way, 18 fouls. 1-1 for Lafferty. Knocks down the first.
Wow, Bedford's doing a good job, too, not fouling. You're smart. You're playing smart defense, and you're not fouling.
Friendly roll on the second. 5 points off the bench for the senior forward. Pinkerton trailing by 3. They've got the basketball as we come upon 1 minute remaining in this second quarter. Coach Moreno still scowling on that Bedford sideline, hoping the defense can get a stop, but instead a foul's going to come here on the low block and send Tyrone Chin to the free throw line.
He drew that foul. That was a good, strong move to the hole. He pushed right through that, too. It was a foul, but he really that was strength. Strength right through. I'm surprised he almost made the basket.
Played well in this first half, 6 points. First trip to the line. Does not convert. One more coming. More subs as we get another look at Quinn Hammer, who's 6'5", senior forward. And Marshall will come off the floor with the 2 fouls. Slap 5 with Coach Chase.
Well, I guess that's a good time. Maybe 1 minute left. Yeah, you don't want him to get his third with a minute left. That's a good substitution.
In and out
by Coach Chase.
Bedoya in the rebound. Soden, pull up Jay, off target. Another offensive rebound for Aiden O'Connell. He's going to stay with his own miss, trying to rip it away from 2 defenders, and does. Pulls it out. He's been on the glass in this first half with 6 rebounds to lead everybody. Bedford swings it to the corner. Soden trying to find another from downtown. Can't. Tyrone Chin the other way. Into the lane. The senior pulls up and leaves it short. Aiden O'Connell is 7th rebound for Bedford. Nearly lost it from behind. Bedoya bails him out. And then a whistle here as O'Connell is shaken up.
Injury
and will come to the bench.
Maybe?
Yeah, I think that's an official's timeout.
Knee. I think he hurt his knee, I think. Maybe banged his knee.
Trying to walk it off as he heads to the end of the bench to speak with the trainer. Toscano will take his place with 23 seconds. Bedford a 3-point lead. Pinkerton in a 2-3 zone now for the first time.
Yeah, earlier they were in a 3-2 zone, I believe.
That's right. The first couple of minutes of the game, they were in a zone.
Then
they go back to a 2-3 here.
They switched to 3-2 for a minute, and now they're back to a 2-3.
Yep.
Or down a 2-3 zone.
Soden the pull-up, trying to beat the clock. In and out, won't go. Kept alive. One more for Brown, and he's going to beat the buzzer off the glass. Caden Brown has made his name on the defensive end in this first half.
Absolutely.
Chips in his second field goal in the final seconds to send us to the break. Bedford, after trailing most of that first half, they get a late push, and they'll take a 5-point lead with them into the locker room, 36-31 at halftime.
You've got to be happy about that. They came down from behind, and they just played better. They were better in the second quarter. They were more aggressive in the second quarter, and Pinkerton, really, no answers for those guys that can shoot right now. No answers at all.
Halftime, which means both coaches likely making adjustments as we speak. Those teams will be ready to hit the road or hit the floor when we come back. Although, we'll take a break, come back, and before the second half kicks off, we'll take a look back at that first half with stats, highlights, and analysis, plus a busy Friday night. We'll get to the scoreboard as well. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services, you'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
All right, we're back.
All right, back here. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but we're good to go here with a minute gone by in the third quarter. Pinkerton trailing by 5 at the midway point. Now down 7 after back-to-back buckets from Luke Soden. He's the game's high scorer with 15 points for Bedford. The junior with 11 in that first half. Astros undefeated coming in at 14-0. And looking to stay unbeaten if they can come back here in the second half. Bedford with a win would take over the first place spot in the Division I standings. Meanwhile, Sean Jenkins has played very well for the Astros. The senior now 9 points. After that deuce right there brings the Astros back within 5.
You know, and right now the momentum seems to be leaning the way of Bedford. I don't know about that call. How about this? We almost missed this because we were going to talk about it. Free throws, right? You're really good about keeping all this stuff. Bedford 9 of 10, Pinkerton 1 for 7. And right now it's a 5-point lead, so free throws right now is why Bedford's winning the game. Other than some other little things that they're doing really well too.
Both teams have taken relatively good care of the basketball tonight. Unofficially 7 giveaways for Bedford, only 5 for Pinkerton, all in that second quarter. Here's Anthony Chin. Trying to work against Brown. They go inside to Marshall. Lost it on the way up. And it's last touch by Toscano. It will stay with Pinkerton.
Pinkerton's kind of gone away from what they were doing in the first half. They were running their offense. Floor was spread. Big man was getting wide open, spots down the low block. They looked all kind of discombobulated all of a sudden. Weird, though, coming from halftime, right? They made the adjustments, but I don't know what they've done.
Meanwhile, Bedford going to take Soden off the floor. Toscano gets a piece of the inbound, lands hard, and Chin gets the 2.
That's a strong play. This is something we have to be concerned about. Soden hurt himself on that
and it's
play.
on the sideline now, right?
The 2-footer. He might want to. I don't know why the trainer's not over there.
O'Connell with the 2 for Bedford. He's got 8 now. And we'll keep an eye on Soden over there on the sideline. Looks like he's ready to check back in, which is a good sign for the Bulldogs. They're up by 5. Astros going to run a bit of a weave here. And now look to go inside. Tyrone, an offensive foul, trying to post up against Brady O'Connell. He's going to draw his 3rd foul.
I don't know about that. It's just a simple post-up. Have we lost the ability to get down on the block and really assert yourself? What did I miss there?
I'm not sure if he used one of those arms.
He stuck an arm out, I get it, but really?
Tyrone is third. He's going to stay on the floor, though. Coach Chase going to trust his senior.
Lane zone, maybe, you know what? The zone is probably partly because of the foul trouble. So a lot of times if you have, players that have multiple fouls,
Aiden O'Connell has been an animal on the offensive glass.
Oh, the lead is extending.
He's in double figures with 10, the second Bulldog to hit at least 10. And he's also got a game-high 8 rebounds. The former Goffstown Grizzly has played well. Pinkerton goes back door. O'Connell gets a piece, but Marshall's right there to finish.
Right idea on defense. Got a hand on the ball. You just got to make sure you knock that one out of the way. He's just too big.
Marshall now with 14 points. Soden back on the floor. He's going to tiptoe the baseline. He's going to miss the layup. Stays with it, and then is knocked down on his way back up and fouled.
He looks like he's okay. He's limping when he comes up, and I'm a little concerned about the knee. But he looked good on that play. Good baseline drive.
Showing some toughness here.
Oh, yeah. That was
as well.
Really tough. He got thrown down on the ground pretty hard. But
foul on Marshall, his third.
There's foul trouble all over the place.
There
on
are.
The Pinkerton side.
Coach Chase with some rough waters to navigate here in the second half with 2 of his stars. Now with 3 fouls apiece. Meanwhile, Soden been spectacular. 5 points in this third quarter on top of 11 in the first half. He's the game's leading man with 16, make it 17 now. And he's on a roll at the line to go with it. 5 in a row, 5 of 6 overall.
Right, 11 of 12 overall to 1 for 7. So look at that. Look at that differential.
Yeah, that's the difference right now with Bedford enjoying their largest lead of 7 at 46-39. So we can come up on the midway point of this third quarter. The Bulldog bench cheering on Brown as he brings it to Chin here.
That's a 5-second call. He didn't call that.
Gets it off maybe in time. Tyrone down the lane, going to find the seam and score off the window.
I don't even know if he was counting until the very end.
Here's the steal. Taken away by Jenkins, looking to push. Has Chin, whistles, and a blocking foul is going to go against Soden.
They didn't count the basket. If he counted the basket, we have to see it on a replay. No way that basket should count. He got it before the shot. No way. Thank you, the Wizard of Oz back at the pine. That's before the shot.
Yeah.
That's way before the shot.
Yeah, they didn't count it.
They didn't count that? Oh, thank goodness. One more look at it. See if he's there.
There's the catch. Soden took it in the face.
I don't think he was there.
And
he
draws
was very
the foul.
close, though.
Yeah, that's his first foul as he's on the floor there after the play. We got a timeout here. Coach Chase trying to calm his guys down a bit, I think, after an emotional moment there. Astros, now they are going to count the point. They're within 3.
Oh, now see, that's what
they count the bucket
you
there.
You wish we had replay. If I looked at that twice, and I don't know. Do you agree that he got it? Looked like he got him on the ground,
looked
right?
like he was on the catch.
Up,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it looked like he was on the catch, but
then he shot it.
They're going to say count the bucket. So 3-point play opportunity on the way here for Anthony Chin. His second old-fashioned 3-point play opportunity of the game. He converted one in the first half.
And all of a sudden,
he plays a physical brand, as we know, Justin. He's used to the banging and oftentimes draws the contact. A savvy player, a veteran player, as we know. He's been a mainstay of the program, really, the last several years. Coach Chase, meanwhile, having a word with the official. His team hoping to get back within 2 here if Chin can capitalize on the free throw. 2 team fouls each way so far in this third quarter as well. The right-hander can't connect.
Another one. That's another one. 1 for 8.
Missed free throws starting to hurt the Astros. They trail
absolutely.
by 3.
They were on a 4-0 run to come back. And
O'Connell with the left hand.
Good move. Good move.
Able to navigate the paint and score really with either hand. Goes with the left there. He's got 6 in this third quarter to match his 6 from the first half. Backdoor Johnston. Corner Jackson Marshall. 3 off target. And Brown a 2-hand rebound for Bedford. He's been on the glass as well. 6 rebounds from the guard spot. 3-pointer. Soden's got the stroke.
What do? You again left the leading scorer in the state wide open in the corner. Yep. Wide open. We talked about that already.
Soden makes him pay. It's his 3rd from downtown. Bedford by 8 for the first time. Pinkerton needs an answer. They go to Anthony Chin. A spin move. They're going to wave it off. And a foul first on the floor against the Bulldogs.
That's definitely on the floor that time. Coach Moreno was pretty upset when they went over to the during the timeout. The 5-second count was legit. He was upset about the 5-second count, and the referee did his space move, but he was on him the entire time.
Easy bucket here off the inbound for Anthony Chin, who's starting to come alive offensively. In double figures now with 11, 6 in this third quarter. Soden launches another three and gets the friendly bounce.
And as a coach, you're going nuts. You left him open again. He's wide open. Hand down, man down. What, right? Get a hand up.
How about 12 points in this third quarter alone for Soden? Meanwhile, the ball is wedged between the iron and the glass.
Bedford's ball.
Jump ball will go to the home team. So Bedford, after the Soden three, they're going to get the basketball back here with inside of 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Threatening to take a double-digit lead for the first time. Out in front here, 54-45.
It feels like less than a minute ago it was 4.
Yeah.
It was 4. And then we have back-to-back, threes from Soden. And again, missed free throws at the other end.
Three-pointer, Aiden O'Connell can't get the touch. Marshall wrestling away with Soden in the lane. The two juniors tie each other up. And this time, the possession arrow favors the visitors.
A little feisty. And Bedford's going to press again. So you're up by 9, and you're going to press. I like that. I love that attitude. Let's just get on their heels. Little pressure here. 2 minutes left and plus. Oh.
Pinkerton does break it eventually. Marshall goes back door but throws it away.
Good steal.
Toscano up for Soden, racing to the rim, and he's fouled on the way up.
And Chin took an elbow right to the mouth.
Yeah, checking for blood here as he walks along the near sideline. It's been a physical game here, especially in this third quarter, as we get another look at that collision. Chin hit on the way up, draws his second foul. 3 team fouls each way with just over 2 minutes to go in this third quarter.
That's a smart play by Soden.
Yeah.
That's why he's a good scorer.
Yep. Good free throw shooter as well. He's now connected on 6 straight.
Tony got 12 for 13. I'm trying to help you. You're the master of the stats. I'm trying to help you at least the free throws.
Yeah, Bedford collectively now 13 of 14 after Soden sinks another.
And what do we have on the other side right now? It's 1 for 8.
Soden's got 14 in this third quarter.
Wow.
In less than 6 minutes. Bedford's press causes Pinkerton to pause as they come into the front court. Down by 11 for the first time. They go inside. Back out. Johnston a clean look for 3. Halfway down and out. Poked out. Bedodian is going to race the other way for Bedford. The trailer is O'Connell. A slicing move. Inside out Brown. Not quite ready there. As it goes off his fingers out of bounds. Turnover number 9 tonight for the Bulldogs. Coach Moreno nearly at midcourt here directing this defense. He's got to be pleased. Holding the Astros to just 45 as we move inside at 2 minutes to go third quarter. A whistle here. And they're going to check, I think, Anthony Chin for blood now. Again, he took a shot to the lip, the jaw area, the mouth area on that previous play.
You have to take him out. I mean, I know Coach Chase right now is kind of, hoping for a timeout. You just have to take him out, and then unless he wants to take a timeout, you have to take him out. So a little bit of trickery.
Bedford's going to bring in a sub meanwhile as well. Lafferty played well off the bench in that first half. The senior is back on the floor replacing Bedoyan. Chin is going to grab a towel and is going to have to your point, Justin, grab a seat on the bench here.
Apparently not.
I believe,
he has
right?
To come out. Yeah, when you do.
If you stop the game, he's got to come out. But
yeah, I thought that was, again, that's the rule. That actually is the rule, like that. If you're bleeding, you stop the game. He has to sit out for at least until the ball is dead.
Unless he wasn't bleeding, perhaps. I don't know.
That's why they took him out.
Right. Well, here he is. And here we go with 100 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Yes.
Bedford in the man-to-man. They've switched. No, they're in a zone.
Zone.
Or what are they in
zone.
here?
2-3 zone.
2-3. It's been man and zone. The combination Moreno tonight defensively. Chin up and under. Left it a bit short. It's loose, and Johnston tracks it down. Marshall comes up firing. No. Tyrone Chin, yes.
Nice step-through move earlier by Anthony. And just didn't get it to go. But a good step through, up and under, like you said. That was a nice move. Again, we're seeing some things here we don't see very often.
There's a left-hand layup. We've seen that before from Aiden O'Connell.
There he is again.
8 points in this third quarter for the senior. He's got 14 in the game. Tyrone Chin goes to the hole and gets 2 more.
Nice move. A bit of confusion on defense, but nice move.
Final minute, third quarter. Bedford's lead is 9. Pinkerton fans who made the trip from Derry chanting defense. Soden, a deep 3 off target. Aiden O'Connell, the offensive rebound, lost his footing. Upset. Bedford keeps the basketball. Toscano drills a 3 and leaves the follow through up in the air.
Wow. That came out of nowhere. We haven't seen much from him until right there. That's a big one.
Had 2 in the first half. He's got 5.
That's a 12-point lead all of a sudden.
Bedford by 12 for the first time. Final 10 seconds. And a steal at midcourt. Brown, he's been a defensive demon tonight. He's going to get a layup. And that will end the third quarter on a high note for the Bedford Bulldogs.
Wow,
a standing ovation here at the Doghouse. They've got a 14-point lead on the board, 63-49. Will the undefeated Pinkerton Astros catch their first loss? Or will the team from Derry string together a fourth quarter comeback? We will find out next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Fourth quarter. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Bedford took a halftime lead of 36-31. They extend their lead in the third quarter to now 63-49. And it's
16 now.
The wave of momentum continues here. An and one opportunity for Aiden O'Connell. 10 points in the second half. He's got 16. And again, a chance for one more, hoping to put Bedford out in front by 17.
Hey, they're going for a knockout punch right now. And you know what it is, too? You're seeing Bedford is not tired. Bedford is pushing, they're running, they're rotating a few guys in, and Pinkerton looks tired. They've not subbed much the second half at all, and they just look worn out. If I'm Bedford, I'm attacking and pushing every time down the floor.
It's been a short rotation tonight for Coach Chase. Marshall has played the lion's share of the minutes in the middle. Going to get 2 there. He's got 16 to lead Pinkerton. Bedford's lead is 15. Bulldogs coming in with a 9-game win streak, hoping to extend it to 10, and Brown is going to get 2 more. Caden Brown has been outstanding tonight.
Now keep your eye on a little chippiness. I just saw a quick little elbow thrown at the end of that play, so keep your eye open on that. Pinkerton's not happy. I think that they're kind of getting
this is a
handed
spot.
to them.
It's a spot they're not used to being in. In fact, completely foreign. They have won every game with the exception of one by double figures. Closest anybody came, as you highlighted at the top of the show, was Keene, a 48-40 loss. So trailing in the fourth quarter is not something the Astros are accustomed to. They trail by 17 for the first time.
And they've only scored 51 points. They shot 8 free throws, 1 for 8, whereas Bedford right now is 14 for 15.
Yeah. This kid's been going hard, as we knew he would. Anthony Chin, 13 points. And Pinkerton trying to get back in this one possession at a time. 15 the Bulge with a minute gone by, fourth quarter.
Here's where you got to move the ball around till you get a good shot like we've talked about before a couple times, right? Look, layup.
Here's Aiden O'Connell to the
nice
hole.
Shot.
Gets
That's
the
a
left
nice shot. You can't flop, right? You want to get a layup right now unless you have a wide open three, but now all of a sudden, 17-point lead still.
How about 19 for Aiden O'Connell? 13 in the second half. Tyrone Chin going to lay it in. And an immediate timeout is going to come from Coach Chase. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising, the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait, and it's backed by their lifetime warranty. Now with 6 locations inside the New Hampshire and on the Seacoast. Visit NHiPhoneRepair.com. By the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. And finally by Spectrum Monthly. Powerful local advertising solutions. Find out more at SpectrumMonthly.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Of course, the big storyline, Pinkerton in danger of catching their first loss of the season. They would also surrender the top spot in Division I, at least for now, to Bedford if the Bulldogs can hold on here. Both teams would exit the building at 14-1, and the Bulldogs would have the tiebreaker in terms of seeding. Meanwhile, nearly a turnover out of the timeout. Bodies on the floor. Johnston gets it and calls a timeout, to preserve the possession for Pinkerton. Good hustle by the senior. Didn't play much in that first half. Caught 2 early fouls. But making the most of his action here in the second half by securing the possession, sacrificing there on the loose ball.
That's a good hustle play, and they need that now because, like we've said already a couple of times, Bedford's more aggressive. Bedford's played without, it seems, any fatigue at all. And Pinkerton needs those kind of plays to kind of get themselves back into the game. We need a little bit of some diving on the ground. Let's do something to get them a little fired up, because right now they don't look fired up. They just look like they're kind of just trying to hang on right now for some reason.
Well, Johnston trying to set the tone there. Good hustle. And as you said, those kind of plays are contagious. Can be.
You need that. You need that play.
Pinkerton looking for some energy here over the final 6:25 to erase a 15-point gap.
A little lackadaisical with the ball, too, bringing it up. I think he got past his defender.
That was Bedford's 10th turnover. Meanwhile, foul here is going to go against the Bulldogs. On the entry pass, it looked like a push against Caden Brown. Brown tonight unofficially 3 steals, a block shot, and 8 points. Played a lot of minutes.
Right?
I did get the start.
He got the start tonight.
But he has come before off the bench. He's
that's what
been in and out of the lineup. Meanwhile, a foul here is going to go against Brown, second straight. This time it's a shooting foul. And the 6'8 Jackson Marshall will head back to the line for Pinkerton. Second on Brown, and Bedford now Justin up against the foul limit. So free throw line could be a way to get back into this one for Pinkerton.
And it was just the opposite in the first half, right? Bedford didn't have any fouls in the first half, hardly. I think they finished the half with maybe 2 fouls.
Yeah, 3 maybe.
2 or 3, and then now there is 6-4. But, hey, Pinkerton can't make free throws.
Offensive rebound, Johnston. Tyrone leaves it short, trying to follow his own miss. Left it on the floor. Bodies on the turf, or on the ground. Other way, Bedford. Brady is fouled. O'Connell will shoot 2.
So they make 1 free throw. I just like to go back to this because I think this is so important today. We've seen Bedford shoot free throws really well, and this can bite anybody in the end. When you get to the playoffs, you got to make free throws because teams are going to foul. So if I'm playing Pinkerton and I'm watching this, and I know we need to come back, I'm going to foul. I'm going to foul Pinkerton and make them shoot free throws at 2 for 10 right now. And a rare miss for Bedford there.
Yep. First trip to the night at the line for Brady O'Connell, the sophomore. Trying to push the lead back to 15. He will.
So 17 free throws, shot to 10, but 15-2 made. And that, wow.
That's the difference.
Man, you're right.
Here's a steal.
Absolutely right.
Brady O'Connell up the floor for Brown. 2 more.
Brown again. There is Brown again.
In double figures with 10. He's the third Bulldog to do so.
Contributing, right? You want as many guys as you can contributing.
Yep. Got a balanced approach. Led by Luke Sodens, 25 points for Bedford. Anthony Chin steps to his left. Three-pointer, no. Marshall, the one-hand putback.
He just held down the defender and went up with one hand. He's strong.
Yep. He's got now 9 in the second half and pushes his team high to 19. Tyrone gets a piece and a steal. 2-on-1. Spin move, banker.
Nice shot. Nice shot in the spin move. See? A little bit of momentum.
Yeah, here comes Pinkerton back within 13. 3 minutes into this fourth quarter.
You've got to get it down below double figures by about 4 minutes, 3 minutes, so you just feel like you have a chance.
Yeah. Bedford trying to settle down. Meanwhile, the Pinkerton defense elevated a notch. Soden trying to put up the fire with a three. And now a foul away from the basketball.
Yeah, they have a hold on, I believe that is...
Is it on Marshall? It is.
And
the big fella is upset.
Really?
That's his fourth.
Oh, wow. I thought maybe a replay. I thought they called that on Aiden O'Connell because they even thought they called it on him. So we take a look at...
And a little bit of a push there.
Yeah, I saw that.
As O'Connell almost lost his balance. So 4 on Marshall. What do you do here if you're Coach Chase?
You got to leave him in.
Yep.
Nothing you can do about it. He has to play smart, too. He has to be smart on defense. But you attack him. If you're Bedford, you attack him right now on offense.
Brown will go to the rim.
That's charge. Oh.
And it's a blocking foul against Anthony Chin.
All right. Well, the replay booth, the magic behind it all, we got to see that one again, too.
The Astro fans are upset. Chin may have been leaning a bit. He was there in time, but
he was there.
But he leaned.
Perfect view. Oh, he moved. He moved those feet. He slid, right?
Kind of drifting to his
he
right.
He slid. Good call.
Yep.
I didn't think it was a good call initially, but we got the wizard, right? The wizard behind us.
That's Ben Beals, the man behind the curtain.
Oh, great job.
Of course, we got Steve Beals down on the baseline behind the camera tonight.
We got Beals cubed right now working.
Yep. Of course, Cat Doyle
Beals
up
squared,
here with us.
Beals squared.
Beals squared.
Beals squared.
Of course, when Matt or Kristen Beals are in the mix, then the math would really get
I know cube. What comes after that? What do you say? The West Mass should help you on that one.
Here's
I don't know.
Brown. He's going to miss the free throw. That's a rare miss to your point for Bedford tonight, just their second collectively.
Oh, yeah. I got 15 for 18. Is that right, or am I off by 1?
I thought they only missed 2, but
I thought they had 1.
Either way, Brown is going to go 0 for 2 here. And the rebound goes the other way. Quick bucket the other way. Tyrone Chin playing one of his better games offensively. Strong second half. 10 of his 16 have come since halftime. We're approaching the midway point, fourth quarter.
So Bedford
sorry, Justin, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to say Bedford doesn't need to take threes or bad shots. They need to move the ball around until they get a layup, like we've said many times. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, Bedford going to take their time here. They got one eye on the clock, but can't be too passive here, right? You got to look to score if you're Bedford.
You got to make sure you're screening, cutting, and don't force it.
This is a jump ball. That's Anthony Chin. Tied up Luke Soden. Possession arrow favors Pinkerton. It's a good defensive play.
It was, but like we said, run your offense. Keep passing the ball around. Don't over-dribble. And wait till you get a good shot, right? Run a minute off the clock. Take a minute.
Astros trying to get back within single digits. The jump shot won't go from the baseline. But Bienvenido Cernuda with the steal. Underneath, Johnston fouled on his way up.
All of a sudden, right, we got Parker Bienvenido Cernuda back in the game for the first time in the second half?
In the second half,
we haven't seen him. We haven't seen many subs at all, though. That's why I thought there was some fatigue. And you saw it. You could see fatigue.
Yeah, starters logging a lot of minutes tonight.
They're tired. Look at guys right now. The Chin brothers are tired. Big fella's tired.
Free throw up and in.
A rare make, right? 3 of 11, am I right? I'm trying to help you here with the stats thing. I'm trying to get better.
Johnston is 1 for 1. We know that. And that's his first point of the night. Again, he was on the bench most of that first half with foul trouble.
I got
He's got to connect there. It's a good 2 for 2 trip for Pinkerton, and an immediate timeout, I believe, was called by Coach Chase there.
Well, he got it.
Was that Bedford timeout or Pinkerton timeout? It's a Bedford timeout.
Bedford timeout.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a full timeout by Coach Moreno, and probably a good timeout here, right? With Pinkerton back within single digits for the first time since the early third quarter.
Right, we just said that a minute ago, right? We said if you can get the ball or get the score down to single digits just below 4 minutes, 4 or just below 4 minutes, then you can feel like you're in the game, right? Yep. You have a lot of time left if you're smart.
Technically a 3-possession difference, right?
Yes. So
at 9.
But if I'm calling timeout, like if I'm Bedford right now, I'm calling timeout. I'm telling them what I've been telling you, and we've been saying all along. Run your offense. You can still attack the basket, but it's got to be a good shot where you know you're probably going to make it. It's got to be a layup. It's got to be a backdoor cut, which means you better start screening correctly. You better start moving without the basketball, and you better get open, but don't over dribble, right? Move the ball, and run 2 minutes off the clock. We don't have that. Again, come back. Don't have the shot clock. So
that's an advantage for the team of the league.
It is. So why are they not taking full advantage of it? And I think a lot of coaches want them to, and kids aren't really embracing that yet. They want to play. They want to shoot. They want to score.
Got to learn how to close teams out.
You do. And I'll tell you what though, if they learn how to do this against the, undefeated best team in the state, then I don't want to play Bedford in the playoffs.
I'd say that's a safe assumption for anybody.
No.
Meanwhile, a foul here on the sideline as 2 players hit the floor, Soden and Johnston. Foul going to go against the latter as Johnston picks up his fourth. Here with 3.5 to go.
And now we're both in the bonus, so now we're going to shoot free throws forever. But
meanwhile, Soden has not scored in this fourth quarter, had a monster third quarter.
Oh, what do you end up with?
14 points in that third quarter. That was on top of the 11 he had at the midway point. So here he is with 25 points, a 1-and-1, and he's going to earn a second after knocking down the first. Meanwhile, Soden has been almost perfect. He missed the first free throw tonight and hasn't missed since. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row.
Ooh.
And I just jinxed him.
Oh, we did. Broadcaster jinx.
Rebound for Marshall. It's a 10-point game. Marshall, a deep 3, too deep, but an offensive rebound. Bienvenido Cernuda. In the corner, Tyrone Chin trying to step out of a double team. Anthony Chin steps into a 17-footer and draws the foul. Shot off target, but the senior hit the floor.
What?
May have taken the contact on the release.
He did, right on the arm. And why are you trying to block shots? Right now, why are you trying to block shots?
You don't block a jump shot, right?
No, and you're ahead. Why are you trying to block shots?
Right.
Put your hand up. Just put a hand up in the face. You can put. People don't sometimes realize if you're a fan and you watch a game, you don't know necessarily all the rules. You can take your hand and you can stick it right in the face of your opponent.
Yep, right in the eyes.
Yeah, and block their entire view of the basket. That's not illegal.
Right.
So
that's crafty.
Instead I'm fouling and I'm giving him free throws. Now they don't shoot free throws very well, but
Well, Chin trying to turn that around. He's now
he's
2
going to get
for
another
4.
free throw. Okay, but he
May have been a lane violation there, but it wasn't called because the make makes it a moot point. 3 of 5 for Anthony Chin. Pinkerton trying to complete the comeback. They're within 8 after trailing by as many as 17 early in this fourth quarter. We're down to 3 minutes. Soden along the baseline, goes back up top. Kazajansky steps into a 3 and knocks it down.
Well, he made it, and if you're a coach, you're like, oh, okay, all right, you feel good. You feel okay. You don't want him to take that shot, but I'm glad he made it.
77-66 inside of 3 minutes now. The Bedford students trying to fire up the defense. Tyrone Chin, 1 dribble, up and short. Tipped, kept alive. Marshall stays with it. Was fouled.
Good foul. Good foul. Make him shoot. Make him make free throws. Make him work to get that basket, to get those 2 points.
He's closing in on a double-double. That was his 9th rebound to go with 19 points. Clock stop, 2:37 remaining fourth quarter. Coming up after the game, complete recap, stats, highlights, analysis. And this time we will give you the out-of-town scoreboard on a busy Friday night here in February. Marshall connects. He's got 20.
They're going to take him out. He's coming out. It's up for the shooter.
Yep. So Pinkerton may be showing their hand a bit. They may look to foul here.
And maybe they're better with a press when he's not in, too. You can kind of, maybe you man, see they're going to man press. Right?
I'm going to save Marshall for offense here, at least for the moment.
And he's got 4 fouls, too, so he can't foul.
Right, exactly.
Who are you going to foul, though? If you are Pinkerton, who are you going to foul right now for Bedford? Who do you foul? Like, who hasn't shot well? I think Brown hasn't shot very well, right, from the free throw line?
Well, let's see what they do here. They may not commit to the foul just yet with 2:20 to go.
No, it's a little early for that. I wouldn't foul now, but if you're going to foul.
Backdoor, Soden off the glass.
Now, there's the layup. That's the layup we're talking about. You have to get, and you don't want to take any other shots than that.
Soden.
And don't foul.
Having another fantastic game on offense. Meanwhile, Chin in trouble in the post. Gets out of it and scores anyway. Immediate timeout from Coach Chase. Stop the clock with just over 2 minutes to go here. And Pinkerton within striking distance at 79-70.
Oh, if that doesn't... Okay, now they only have one timeout left, which is going to bite them. They had to call that timeout on the diving play, which...
Right.
You know, that's a good play, but maybe he could have done something else and passed it, but everybody panics and wants to call timeout, so you have one left. But I just think that Bedford right now, you want to go... Soden's the leading scorer in the state. He's about got his average right now. He wants to score more points. That's the mentality everybody has, right? What's he have, 28 now, I think, after that basket, on that layup? Should have...
Give me a second here.
I think I got you. I think I'm helping you, and I think he has 28. But, so what do? You want to try... You have to sort of take away that mentality to score all the time. They did it just right. They moved the ball around last time, and they got a layup, right? That's what you want to do. That was wonderful. But when the guy when they shot the three, like, I'm up here, and as a former coach, all of a sudden I went and just shrunk up. No, because that's you don't want him to shoot that. No, don't shoot. And then he makes it, and you go, oh, like that. I didn't want him to shoot that.
For Kazajanski. But you're right. The idea at this point is grind that clock down to as little time left as possible. Kazajanski has played well tonight off the bench. The junior with 5 points, a couple of boards.
Kazajanski. That's probably why I didn't say it, because I couldn't say it. But I would have. Now, after the game, though, or immediately after that play, if they call timeout, I'm pulling them over. I said, yeah, don't do that again. That's it. I'm glad you made it, but don't do it again.
Coach Moreno having a word with the official. His team's got the basketball, looking to protect this 9-point lead as we're now inside of 2 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Soden is going to cautiously come into the front court with a dribble. Pinkerton in a man-to-man trying to tighten up here well beyond the three-point arc. Give and go. Soden in the lane. Had it blocked by Chin. It'll stay with Bedford.
They took 25 seconds off the clock on that play. Right there. They didn't need that shot. That's a tough shot and a great block. But that's like a running right-hand flick over the shoulder. So 15 seconds or 25. Let's see how...
Connell finds Soden again. Count it and the foul.
That's it right there.
There's the high percentage look they were looking for. It comes about a foot away from the iron. That gives Soden a cool 30.
Yes, I thought the other guy scored. Yep. So that's it right there, right? Good bounce pass. Good play, get a layup, and one, and all of a sudden now, if he makes it, which he probably will because he shoots really well from the free throw line, unless I jinxed him, right? They're up 12 again.
I definitely jinxed him earlier.
Didn't do it, and usually I do it too. So.
He got that one, no problem. Nothing but net for the junior.
Nothing.
31 points, including 20 here in the second half. Jenkins going to get 2 for Pinkerton.
That's a great second half, and we thought for a while he was injured. I wasn't even too sure he might. Yeah. I thought he might be out.
Had a little bit of a limp at the beginning of the third quarter.
There it is, easy.
And a foul on the pass. It's a good foul by Johnston.
Now you're going to have to foul though, but now
they may have prevented a layup there. Yeah. Aiden O'Connell going to head to the free throw line. Still a 1-and-1 here. 9 team fouls each way. No, that's number 10. That's number 10.
2 shots
on Pinkerton. So
we have a lot of free throws here.
A guaranteed 2 on the way for Lafferty.
He looks down. Yeah,
looks to pad this 10-point lead for the home team. So meanwhile, that's the end of Johnston's night. His 5th foul comes here with 1:22 remaining. The sophomore guard, Bienvenu Cernuda, is back on in his stead. Free throw for Lafferty, up and in. One more on the way. Lafferty now 6 points off the bench. 5 of those came in the first half. So Bedford with a win would technically be in first place, even though each of these teams would leave here at 14-1. Bedford would have the head-to-head tiebreaker.
Right, and that makes sense, right? And they go into their next game and the following games with all kinds of confidence and momentum.
Both teams, by the way, are going to have a full week off. Their next games won't come till next Friday. 3-pointer up and in. It's Anthony Chin. And another timeout from Coach Chase. That's going to be the final timeout for Pinkerton.
So let's, if we could do one more replay on that one. I just want to say that I've been trying to teach, and you want to teach that don't take the pump fake on the three-point shot. Right? So if you're Bedford, you go out and you just put a hand up and you close out. Because on that one, you see it. Watch, here it is. Pump fake.
Yep.
It flies by, hits a three. You're playing 5-on-4 because that guy's gone. But look, it's a three. Don't stay on the ground, right? Stay on the floor. You get a hand up. He's not going to make that shot. You can't give those up. So going forward, what do you got to remind guys, right? Stay in the game, stay on the floor. Good defensive position, stay down.
Brown has played a good defensive game tonight, though. A couple of steals.
Yes, you're right.
A block. And he's really brought the energy at times tonight. May have been thinking he could have blocked that shot, but
why? Why do you need to?
Right.
At this point, why do you need to? Because you're probably going to end up fouling him.
He's going to have a word at the head of the bench.
Maybe that's a little conversation you have with stay on the floor, right? Stay on the floor.
Yeah, he's talking with assistant coach Jeff Butts right now. And I'd imagine come back on the floor here shortly. Bedford looking for the long pass down the floor. Bienvenido, a pretty good strip attempt. Trying to plead his case that it went off the leg of Soden. Instead, they say it's last touch by Bienvenu.
That's red ball. If we look at that, I think it's red ball. I just real quick, but it went off his leg. Great idea, though, going deep.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Coach Chase,
right
the youngster may have had a point there.
Right off Soden's leg.
Bedford going to keep the ball. They inbound it, and a foul here on the catch. Aidan O'Connell playing with a brace on that left ankle, may have landed on the foot of the defender.
You roll that ankle a little bit, maybe?
No, he had something to say about it immediately after the whistle. Going to head to the free throw line here. He's had a strong game tonight, closing in on a double-double unofficially himself.
He does a lot of dirty work, too. He's in there rebounding. He's in there pushing guys around, and just getting after it. Like, Bedford's not big, but they're tough. Like, they play hard and they're tough. It makes up for a lot of the size differential you see here today because they just played tougher than Pinkerton did.
How about 21 for Aidan O'Connell?
21,
including 15 in the second half.
Now,
it's an 86-75 lead for Bedford, and they come up with a steal. O'Connell looking for the flush, is going to throw it down in traffic.
And to wake the crowd up. That'll wake them up. Don't foul.
The gym is going nuts. And we get a foul here on Soden.
Foul.
O'Connell celebrating with his teammates on the floor. Got the dunk in transition. We knew he could leap. And there it is, the left-hand tomahawk. It's got him fired up, got this crowd fired up as Bedford pushes the lead back to 88-75.
I like how, was it Logan? Maybe who held him off, right? It was
Soden.
Soden kind of held off the defender with a nice moving kind of a screen as you go down.
A crafty play, right?
Yeah, I like that. Oh, there's another missed free throw. But if you're Bedford, though, why are you fouling? You're up 13, and they're playing good defense, but they're playing too aggressive. And they're reaching and getting after it. I understand you're excited. You got to be smart, though. You got to calm down and play good defense. Play defense with your feet. Oh, they're singing. The singing is going on, Nick. The singing is going on.
Two cousins collide, and there's some real pain here from Aidan O'Connell.
No, he's really hurt. He's hurt.
The sophomore grabbing his right knee down on the floor and in some obvious pain. He collided with his older cousin, Aidan O'Connell, a moment ago.
He might have either twisted or bumped it, but he's not that hurt. If we could see that again, maybe we can see what exactly
Well, let's just see what happens here as Coach Moreno and the trainer, and I believe his father now on the floor as well.
Yeah, he hyperextended it toward the back, so he fell on the knee. If you look at it, falls right on the knee and hyperextended sideways.
Think that right leg bent the wrong way.
Usually I don't want to jump the gun, but that's usually, if he's screaming, that's usually some kind of a tear, but I'm not a doctor, so
let's
we don't want to do that.
It's obviously a painful injury for sure. Coach Moreno trying to talk him through it right now, his father as well.
Yeah, hope it's nothing. We want to hope it's absolutely nothing, and he's going to get up and be fine. Look, maybe smile a little bit.
He's got a smile on his face as they help him up. And this crowd's going to show their appreciation as well.
I hope he's all right. I really do. Because those are ugly looking, but you know what? Sometimes they're so young. That ligament's very stretchy.
Right.
Right? When they're that young, it stretches really well and comes right back.
If that happens to you or I, we're calling into work tomorrow
I'm
for
pretty
sure.
much not moving for a couple months. I already have one fake knee, and the other one's going to have to be done too. So
There you go.
yeah, I'm there. I'm already there.
Meanwhile, subs coming for Pinkerton as Tyrone Chin gets set to check back in. They're going to walk Brady O'Connell to the trainer's table and give it a further look here.
Nick, the worst thing though, it was his cousin that ran into him, and he didn't do it on purpose. He just got pushed and fell into him. It was probably a foul. Like, I think he got pushed right into him like that and ended up, twisting his knee or falling kind of on that knee sideways. Great job with the replay too on that. Thank you guys for letting us see that a couple times.
Meanwhile, Soden is going to shoot free throws here. Double bonus, as we know. The foul went against Pinkerton's Tyler Herland, who just came on and is now back over on the visitor sideline. Free throw is good for Soden.
They're going to get 90 points on the undefeated Pinkerton Astros, or formerly undefeated Pinkerton Astros. There's 90 points right there if it goes in. That's it.
That's impressive.
It's a lot of points in these high school games. It's a lot of points.
More than a third coming from the junior Luke Soden with 33. Layup won't go, and Marshall is going to draw a foul here with 36 seconds remaining.
Again, now, Coach Moreno has 2 timeouts left. I'm calling timeout right now and saying, listen, we're going to play 2-3 zone for the next 36 seconds. Stop fouling. Don't foul. You already have one guy that's hurt because we're playing way too aggressive at the end. You're going to win the game. Right now, you're going to win it. They're not winning. You're up by 15. They're not winning.
Free throw is good. Friendly roll there for Marshall.
But somebody's going to get hurt, too, diving on the floor, doing something strange, right? So don't foul. Don't do anything. Just soft zone. Put your hands up.
Free throw
and take
is
the ball
short.
out right now.
Rebound O'Connell.
In fact, get some subs tonight. Sorry, Nick. I'm just getting fired up here. The fouls are making me nuts. I'm just
the foul here on the sideline. It's going to go against Pinkerton as the steal attempt draws the whistle. And again, Soden is going to have a chance to add to his game-high total of 33 points. It comes with 30 seconds remaining. Astros
subs
are going to bring in, Quinn Hammer. They're going to take Jackson Marshall out of the game, and he's going to hear a few taunts from the student section.
Oh, yeah. But Bedford needs to do the same thing right now because
Coach Chase is going to empty the bench here, it looks like.
He's emptying. He's thinking about it, right? Get them in the game and get your starters out now just in case you don't want anybody to get hurt.
Free throw is good.
I mean, you have 30 seconds left. If you're trying to get 100, which is always fun, you're not going to do it in 30 seconds unless they just keep fouling.
He's going to call his guys on the floor over to the sideline and have a quick word. Soden is going to miss this one in and out.
Get back and play zone.
Rebound for Hammer. Three-pointer, Herland, short. Offensive rebound for Charles Luden, who just came in. That won't go. Soden's going to rip the rebound.
Pinkerton not going to foul.
Gonna do it.
The game is over.
Down to 10 seconds and a standing ovation from the Bedford Bulldogs. 91-76 is the final, and there's a new team at the top of the Division I standings. Both teams are now 14-1. Bulldogs obviously have the head-to-head tiebreaker in their favor as we move into the final 2 weeks of the regular season. An impressive performance, really all the way around for Bedford. They led at the midway point 36-31, boosted that lead up to 63-49 after 3 quarters, led by as many as 17 in the 4th quarter. Pinkerton, to their credit, put up a pretty good effort in the end, trimmed the lead down to 7 at one point, but in the end the Bulldogs, via the free throw line, add to the lead, and they walk away with a 15-point W, 91-76. We'll break it all down on the other side. Full post game plus an out-of-town scoreboard coming up next. Bedford a winner, 91-76 over Pinkerton. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
Well, 91-76 is our final score as Bedford hands Pinkerton their first loss of the season. Both teams are now 14-1, tied atop the Division I standings. And right now that potential tiebreaker belonging to Bedford via the head-to-head win. Bulldogs have now won 10 straight. And both teams will have a full week off before taking the floor next Friday. Bedford will host BG in another tough test. And Pinkerton will be on the road, or no, they'll be at home against Trinity. So a week of rest on the way after this battle here tonight. Astros actually came out looking pretty good. They held, at one point, a 6-point lead in that first quarter. And led by 3 after 1, 19-16. Bedford made a strong move towards the end of the first half and ended up flipping the script. A 5-point lead for the Bulldogs, 36-31. At the midway point, home team extended that lead, led by Luke Soden's 14 points in the third quarter alone.
That was a huge third quarter by him.
63-49 was the Bulldog lead after 3, and then a little cat and mouse in that fourth quarter. Bedford using the free throw line to their advantage to finish this one off, 91-76. Luke Soden, how about a monster game? 34 points for the state's leading scorer, 23 of those coming in the second half. And Aiden O'Connell, a big second half as well for the former Goffstown Grizzly, as he scores, 17 of his 23 after halftime. He was the team's high rebounder as well with 10 points. And Caden Brown, a terror defensively tonight, producing a number of steals, forcing turnovers. He scores 10 on the offensive end as well for Coach Moreno. And Bedford somehow, some way, tops 90 points yet again, this time over undefeated Pinkerton, 91-76.
It was just an all-out demonstration of effort, and they played hard the entire time. They shot the ball well. They played smart. But it looked to me like Pinkerton, you and I talked about this on the break when we were away for a minute. We said, okay, in the first half, they went inside to Jackson Marshall, and when he caught the ball on the low block or below, he scored. Right? They ran an offense. They spread the floor nicely. In the second half, you and I even said, he hardly touched the ball on the block. I don't remember him touching the ball on the block. He got a couple rebounds here and there. He took a couple shots. He was a non-factor in the second half. I think for them, a non-factor. Bedford didn't have to worry too much about him. They try and deny and don't let him catch the ball. The Chins tried to keep him in the game. I thought they played well.
Yeah, some of those numbers. Marshall did end up with 22 points. A number of those at the free throw line in the second half, to your point. Anthony Chin, somehow, some way, piles up 20 points to go with 5 rebounds. And Tyrone Chin, who doesn't typically look to score necessarily for Pinkerton, had one of his better offensive nights tonight with 16 points. So the numbers were there. Sean Jenkins chipped in with 11, by the way, for Pinkerton. The numbers there, but in the end, Bedford perhaps a little more depth tonight, a little more defensive intensity at times. And, of course, the big advantage that you pointed out early was the discrepancy at the free throw line.
Right, which continued throughout the entire game. You kept going on and have it exactly right, but we were around, 18 to 20 free throws made by Bedford to 6 to 8 made for Pinkerton.
And there's your difference.
Yeah, percentage-wise, it was bad. The number of free throws differed by about 8 or 9. So that just proves that Bedford was more aggressive on offense. They were more aggressive on defense. And, it showed in a big win like that. The only thing I would say that, Bedford, just make sure in the end of the games, slow it down a little bit and learn how to win the game effectively without taking bad shots. Say, use the clock. And if you get leads like that, then you should never lose because they shoot free throws so well.
Right. All right, some of the other scores tonight on a busy Friday night. We'll start with some Division I finals. North over Alvern, 54-41. That game actually is the start of the fourth quarter, so still some time there. But the Titans, who right now would be the 3 seed in the Division I tournament, on their way perhaps to another win. Again, up 13 to begin the fourth quarter over Alvern.
Is that the one Bedford loss?
Yes. The only team to beat Bedford was Nashua North.
Early.
Winnicunnet, a win tonight over Londonderry, 77-57. Exeter tops Salem, 78-57. Last night, a final, BG, who we'll see twice next week, by the way, here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, a 62-39 win over Merrimack. Some lower division scores late in the fourth quarter. Salhegan, the defending D2 champion, the lead over Co-Brown, 43-35. And, well, Justin, I guess we'll get to your final thoughts here on what we saw here. A complete win for Bedford over Pinkerton.
It was, and that's it. You summed it up. A complete win. You saw the leading scorer in the state play really well and exceed his normal average. You saw other players surrounding him, contributing all over the place. You saw Aiden O'Connell rebound and get easy baskets, 2-footers here and there. The dunk lit the crowd up. Yeah. Right, and then all of a sudden that dunk, they just kept going and kept going and kept going. So the difference was too, they just kept attacking. They attacked on defense, they attacked on offense, and they never let up. Never let up, and I think Pinkerton was just awed by the whole thing. They were. They looked like they were deer in headlights at times. They looked fatigued. They didn't play a lot of guys in the second half, and I think they were worn out.
Not used to trailing, right?
Right.
Just not used to trailing in big games.
You play from behind is way different than playing with a lead.
Right.
And if you look at their scores in other games, none of them have been close to obviously they've not lost, but they've not had to work that hard to even stay close, right?
Well, they'll have a chance to rebound after a full week off when they host defending champion Trinity next Friday night. Bedford will have a week off as well before they take on Bishop Girton. And speaking of Bishop Girton, we are going to see them on Tuesday. Take on Trinity. That's a Valentine's Day special, 6:30 tip-off in Manchester. Our coverage gets going at about 6:15. And then the Cardinals are here, as we mentioned, on Friday. We'll be back for that broadcast as well. So time to thank a few folks, including the athletic director here, Corey Parker. Always appreciate him working with us. Of course, our old friends over at BCTV helping us out as well. And, of course, without John Barron tonight, Steve Beals filling in admirably, not only the executive producer, but the baseline camera operator as well. And, of course, Kat Doyle up here doing a great job overhead, bringing you the sights and sounds. All put together by by the man behind the curtain.
Ooh, the man behind the curtain.
The wizard of the replay.
Oh,
Our director,
I
Ben
think he
Beals.
is. He's the wizard.
Back in the Beals
He
Insurance
is
Studio.
the wizard. Wait, real quick before we go, because you're killing this. Everybody, when you watch this, because this is a great broadcast, because of the people behind it, hit subscribe.
Yes.
So that we want you back to watch every game. So hit subscribe.
Hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel at FNLNH Media. Again, Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire on YouTube at FNLNH Media. All right, for Justin Gorman, my name is Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time. Bedford 91, Pinkerton 76. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.